Hello dear students, I am Dr. Akila DS and my colleague Dr. Sudarshan Kini are involved in preparing this module. In this module, introduced to the lipid and it tells about the classification of the lipids, the significance and the properties of the lipids. At the end of this session or at the end of this module, you are going to illustrate the structure of the lipid, describe the function and properties of the lipid. You are going to illustrate the classification of the lipids. You are able to differentiate the various types of the lipid and demonstrate the important techniques which are commonly used to check the purity of the lipids. So this model total it has 6 sections. The first section overview about the lipid. Second section covers about the properties of the lipids which includes the structural and functional properties. Third, fourth and fifth session focus on the classification of the lipid and finally it ends with the module test. So before going to each session, first let's see what you mean by a lipids. They are the esters of fatty acid with alcohol, or these are the substances which are capable of forming esters and which are commonly utilized by the living organisms. These are compounds which are insoluble in a water but soluble in aqueous organic solvents like an ether, benzene, acetone and chloroform. The lipid means it consists of long hydrocarbon chain and the carboxyl group and which is associated with the prosthetic groups. Prosthetic group, it may be a carbohydrate, it may be a lipid or it may be a protein, etc. Based on their structure and based on the composition, the lipids are classified into simple, complex derived lipids. From the section 3 till section 5, you are going to study in detail about this classification of the lipids. So what are the functions of the lipid? Lipids provides the concentrated fuels. It provides around 9 kilocalorie per gram of energy to the body. They are the constituents of membrane structure. They are the important source of fat soluble vitamin. They act as a cellular metabolic regulator and they also helps to protect the internal organ which usually serves as an insulating material.